For Outlander fans, this intense drought between seasons 6 and 7 seems to be stretching on forever. But don't worry, because while we wait for our favorite historical drama to return, Maria Kennedy has announced a new series, and we can't wait to watch it. The show, called Recipes for Love and Murder, is all set to premiere on September 5th on Acorn TV. Here's everything you need to know about the upcoming show. First up, a new murder mystery series starring the Outlander actor. Based on the best-selling novel series by Sally Andrew, the synopsis tells the story following Tanny Maria, a newspaper recipe advice columnist who offers counsel and guidance and helps investigate crimes in her small town in the beautiful and vibrant region of the Karoo in South Africa. When the local newspaper cuts her recipe column, Tanny lobbies to take on the role of an advice columnist, but things take an unexpected turn when a correspondent who writes to Maria about her abusive husband is mysteriously found dead. Maria's worlds collide as she begins working through her own traumatic past trying to solve the case. She joins forces with a local, risk-taking rookie journalist and often rival, Jesse September, to investigate the case and catch the killer before the local police discover new victims. But will they make too many enemies in the process and risk the killer catching them first? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, Maria also comforts her readers by blending experiential advice with soothing recipes. Truly the perfect chicken soup for the soul. Doesn't it sound absolutely perfect? Taking to Twitter to discuss the new show, one person suggested that for murder mystery lovers, this is the perfect show to watch. It blends the right amount of suspense with cooking and also has a cozy, small-town vibe. Another person added, if you like murder mysteries, glorious landscapes, cinematic food, at Maria Kennedy, and you live in the US, UK, Ireland, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and Latin America, have we got an awesome new show for you. Speaking of Outlander, the creator talks possibility of show ending with season 7. Outlander creator Diana Gabaldon has opened up about when she thinks the TV series could end if not all 10 of her books are adapted for the small screen. We have a feeling more than a few fans will be disappointed to hear this. In a recent interview with The Times, the American author revealed that discussions had been held between her and the Starz team about possibly contriving an alternate ending for TV audiences if that happens to be the case. She also dropped the bombshell news that the upcoming 7th season, which is currently being filmed in Scotland, could be Outlander's very last, because so far the show hasn't been renewed beyond that. When asked about the show's future, Gabaldon said she was very pleased and amazed that the show had run for 7 seasons. She mentioned how they had several talks with showrunners about the potential endings, and they came to a few conditional conclusions, but they still weren't sure about it until they got further down the road. Referencing the fact that the show's future is still up in the air, as Starz hasn't yet greenlit another season, Diana continued that if they did have a season 8, that'd be totally great, but if they didn't, then the 7 they currently have are really good, and they could contrive a reasonable ending if that should be the case. Still, we keep our fingers crossed for a full 10 seasons. Speculation that the show could end with the next season has been rife, following the comments of some of the cast members. Adding to this is the fact that both lead stars, Katrina Balfe and Sam Heughan, have caught the eye of casting directors and been cast in a number of roles over the past few years. While Balfe came close to winning a BAFTA for her role in Kenneth Branagh's critically acclaimed Belfast, Heughan is currently starring in Channel 4 drama Suspect and has numerous other projects in the pipeline. Last year, Katrina spoke to Deadline about the ending of the show with season 7, which could make sense as it would be 10 years since it began. She continued that everyone in the cast and crew felt lucky to have gotten this far. Who knows what happens after, but seeing the cast happy with their work means everything to us. Plus, a fan favorite character could be returning for season 7. It's important to know that there's a fan favorite actor who viewers are theorizing will return in the show this season. Scottish actor Graham McTavish played the role of Dougal Mackenzie in the show's first 2 seasons before he was killed off. He's previously known for his roles in The Hobbit and The Witcher. In the first 2 seasons of Outlander, he played Dougal Mackenzie, the chief of the Mackenzie clan. He ended up dying in the season 2 finale when tensions arose between him and the lead couple, Claire and Jamie. As the show seems to be coming to an end after season 7 or 8, some fans think Graham will definitely return to the show. We know that sounds impossible, but hear us out. He might not necessarily return as Dougal because the character's dead, but maybe as some other person. Fans who have paid close attention to the first 2 seasons will remember that Dougal and Galus had an illegitimate son. This was Buck Mackenzie, and what's even more interesting is that he was one of Roger Mackenzie's direct ancestors. Some fans are speculating that Buck's storyline will be explored in depth in the upcoming season, and a different actor will be playing an older version of him. This could very likely be Graham. Others are uncertain about the addition in season 7 because no announcement has been made of Graham being part of the cast. They believe if an 8th season happens, he'll probably be part of that, but there could have been hidden additions to the cast too. After all, not every detail gets announced beforehand, and the show's currently in production. Recently, Digital Spy interviewed Graham regarding this. When asked about whether he'd return to the series, he said he's not sure at the moment. His character is part of the book 7 and 8 though. Graham joked by saying that actors are usually the last to know whether they'll be working on the same show again or not. So maybe that's an indirect tease for his return. But again, we can't be fully sure. While fan theories do provide a lot of insight into possibilities, they can't always be accurate. Guess we'll find out eventually. And now for some other related news. Firstly, author Diana Gabaldon wrote the season 7 premiere. Executive producer Meryl Davis says that the 8th and final episode of season 6 wasn't changed or rewritten after the decision was made that it would be the season finale. Instead, she reports that they were quite lucky that the episode itself ended on a cliffhanger. Davis told EW, "It was like a miracle, a perfect place to end. It's a cliffhanger, and we really lucked out." The scripts for episodes 9 through 12 didn't change much either, and it was none other than the book writer, Diana Gabaldon herself, who wrote the episode that was originally supposed to be season 6, episode 9, now the premiere episode of season 7. Recently, the author responded to a fan on Twitter who had asked if she had written an episode for season 6. Gabaldon replied that she did, but it was season 6, episode 9. She added that the showrunners shortened season 6 into having 8 episodes. However, small bits of her script were used in season 7, episode 1. Next, the introduction of other new characters in season 7. Katrina Balfe described the upcoming season as an extremely intense one. Although there must be several reasons for this, we believe the intensity could partly be due to the introduction of new characters. This won't come as a surprise though. Even in the previous seasons, we've seen new heroes and villains join regularly, so there's no doubt about whether season 7 will have any or not. Katrina actually confirmed this in an interview with Entertainment Weekly. So we'll definitely be seeing new characters join the story, perhaps some at Wilmington, where Claire will be sent for trial. These characters have possibly been pre-decided because, after all, this is a book-to-television adaptation. So if you don't mind spoilers, you could read book 7, An Echo in the Bone, to see which new characters will join us this season. But in all honesty, we wouldn't recommend that if you're a true fan of the show and dislike spoilers. Don't say we didn't warn you. Also, an Outlander prequel series has been teased by Sam Heughan. Recently, it was revealed by Variety that Outlander will have its own prequel series, also based on Diana Gabaldon's books. The executive producer of the show, Matthew Roberts, will be working on it. Right now, it seems to be in the pre-production stages because we don't know much, but Sam might have given out some important information. In an interview with Esquire, he confirmed that his character won't be in the prequel series, meaning he won't star in it either. He says it will focus on older generations instead, such as Jamie's parents, ages before he was born. There's a possibility that a young Jamie could be shown after their marriage. After all, it is a show about time travel, and that's a wrap for this video. Are you excited for Outlander star Maria Kennedy's upcoming show? Let us know in the comments below. Do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell notification for similar videos. See you you in the next one.